And now, The Bonfire with Big J. Okerson and Robert.
Hey, look how happy he
fuck
is.
your bitch, you fat motherfucker.
It's the remix.
Yeah.
It's the remix. It's the remix.
Yeah. What you say again, Jacob?
Fuck your bitch,
You fat motherfucker.
fucking pussy.
Yeah, Jacob don't play. Florida Jacob's aggressive. Look, I haven't seen Jacob's teeth in 3 months that he was home.
I know.
Look how
I'm
happy
so
he is.
happy.
I know. He's so happy.
I don't like seeing his bed in the background. He's got like 3 pillows lined up.
Jacob's going to say he doesn't like Doja Cat.
Now he turned it.
I don't think Doja Cat's a Jacob type.
It's too much for me.
Yeah.
Too
Not my
much.
What's too much?
Yeah, the bottom half is just too much
What
butt.
do you mean?
Doja
No,
Cat.
stop it, dude. She's like a tiny little thing.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
not that she's wearing a spider
Nah.
web?
She's got a big booty, man. I'm not into big booties.
Yeah.
Our guest on the show today, everybody, friend of the show. I mean, he's America's amigo. He's the world's amigo. It is Poncho Mike Finoia.
What's up?
That's a character I've invented a long time ago for Mike, because Mike definitely wore a lot of drug rugs when he was younger, the Poncho.
He's born in one.
And then it just became a Spanish guy named Poncho Mike. Because Poncho Mike just goes around the world experiencing things and then tells you his experiences. These are just my experiences.
Thank you.
Please, not me,
Please,
it is you.
everybody, sit down.
I make my own hot sauce on the road. Do stuff I find on the side of the road.
If not for you, there'll be no me.
The things these eyes have seen. She does have a fucking cartoonishly big
Yeah.
dumper.
Yeah, she lost a little weight, but she never lost her tussie.
Her tussy's too big, man. It's too hot.
man.
No, you don't mean that.
I do. I like a.
Christine, there's a great video of her just really twerking it out and show these guys how great it is. Lou, I know you're in on this. I'm talking to you, white Lou. Black Lou thinks this chick's a cockroach.
A cockroach.
It's too big.
It is.
It's too big. It's hot.
You're looking at this one wonky picture.
Dude, it is.
Doja Cat butt.
Christine,
Just a
for
Google
the love of
search.
sweet Jesus.
I'm going to YouTube on the other screen.
I love it.
Video.
It's 5 minutes in, you're already yelling at Christine. We're
Christine
back.
lives on Google when everything I want is available on YouTube.
Doja Cat butt.
Now, look at that button in the red over there. It's not too much.
It's a lot.
Man,
You're seeing it. It's because it's. Ooh.
It's too much.
No.
It's too much. Right there, it's too much.
You're seeing spatially this is a wrong setup. She's so short in time that's not that big. It's just the biggest thing on her.
Yep. It's too big.
I'm with you, Bobby.
It's big, man. Thank you, Michael.
I'm with you.
Well, I'm sorry, and I'm sorry to you, Black Lou, that these guys are filthy fucking racists. That's pure racism,
It
what you're
has
saying.
nothing to do
Look
with...
at her in the bikini. Are you out of your tree?
Oh, that's
Too
Whoa,
big,
yeah.
Jay. It's
no,
just,
that's
it's
old
too
shit.
big.
There, come on, right
hot.
there.
It's too mushy in there.
Oh, you know what that's like? You ever see those eating contest cheeseburgers when
my-
you're like, I don't want to even fucking,
She lost weight, though. I don't know if you guys heard that, but she never lost her tussie. Can you go to the performance, Christine, that we like, that you could see? She's so hot.
Makes me sick.
No, it doesn't make you sick.
Makes me sick.
You're being racist, Bobby.
I'm not being racist. Has nothing
Is
to
this
do.
the world you want your son to grow up in?
Yes.
A world of racism?
A
Smaller butt world.
A world of flat asses. I want a nice Connecticut butt.
Yeah, when she comes
It's a
out,
Banana
she's-
Republic,
she
huh?
starts rapping in Tiffany Haddish's face. Tiffany Haddish really makes a meal out of her appearance in this.
I really don't like it. I want Max to have a nice Holderness,
So
New
really,
Hampshire
what you're
ass.
seeing right here looks like a girl you don't think is attractive.
No, she's beautiful.
No, she's
beautiful.
pretty, but I don't.
Look
the
how
butt's too
tiny.
big.
It's not.
It's big. It's
Oh.
big, Jay. It's so big.
It's
You're
not like
crazy.
a big fake butt, though. It's
Look at
just a
Tiffany
nice
Haddish.
butt.
Hey, this isn't really your time right now. It's kind of my time.
Sit down. Tiffany.
Tiffany Haddish just goes to award shows and gets fucking tatered.
Yeah.
I think after this, she's like, there's like a video of her just going like, "Yo, Shakira!" And Shakira just leaves.
Oh, yeah, Shakira completely ignores her.
No, she's very pretty. It's just that butt's too much.
It's not though.
Yep.
Get her on stage, Christine,
I
and
bet-
stop this.
Santa Claus would be like, get off. Get off. Get her off. It's too hot.
No.
You don't
It's
really
too
see
hot.
butt in
Yes,
this
you
one.
do. You don't even know what you're talking about.
you
Look
could-
how tiny she
Nah,
is.
you could defrost a steak with that ass.
Yeah, you could.
Look, you guys are out of your fucking
It's
tree.
too big, Jay.
Not too
DJ
big.
Lou.
It's a perfect amount of ass.
DJ Lou, this chick's Hot as hell.
Yes.
Agreed.
You're saying two things, Jay.
No.
You're saying two separate. He's saying two separate things.
Tell
No,
us what the
no.
two things
I
are,
think
Mike.
she's very hot.
I would
Yep.
never say a girl
And then
that's
you-
body I didn't like was
Yeah,
was
no,
smoking
hot is a face, and her butt is a whole other continent,
You
dude.
guys are out of your
Yeah.
tree.
And can we stop with the blood?
No,
Why
that's
do
her
they-
thing.
Why do they have blood and everything now?
Because that's her thing. They keep saying she's a devil worshiper.
Now
she
see,
is.
Now see that. Okay.
We're watching this video. What is this from, by the way?
VMAs.
The
It's such a
VMAs,
good
everybody
I keep my
else is-
finger on the pulse, Bobby.
You keep your finger on the pulse.
Yeah, she's pretty.
You should check your pulse. Listen,
Oh, look at her way too big.
it's
What are you
way too
Get
big.
out of here. Fucking, you're crazy.
It's a dumper.
It's a big ass. Yeah, it's a big dumb ass. It's probably fake.
Yep.
I didn't say it was dumb. You did.
But it takes nothing away from her.
Jay, remember when we saw that
Ugh.
chick at the airport with the butt implants? And we were saying how she shits like a fucking, like a Play-Doh machine, like a homemade pasta maker.
Yeah, when your turds have to get through so much ass cheek before
Yeah.
it gets to live. Mm-hmm. It's coming out like when someone's rolling tortillas. You ever see those tortilla rollers?
You're just making homemade lasagna noodles.
Ugh.
Lasagna noodles and turds. It just lays like a fucking like a cake.
You have to hold both of your cheeks and spread them out
Yeah.
and poop and make sure you get everything before you get up.
I'd hold Doja Cheek's ass cheeks open so she
Doja
could shit.
Cheek?
Doja Cat's ass cheeks
You
open.
called her Doja Cheek.
I'd hold Doja Cheek's cat open. Look at Lil Nas X. Everyone's getting over him.
Yeah.
I love that. He went so flamboyant, too hard, too fast. Now everyone's kind of like, all right, dude, it's enough. Don't do it near me.
We get it.
Yeah.
We know who you are.
Go back to that. They just showed Lil Nas X. The guy in front of him's kind of like, okay, it's
Yeah.
plenty now.
Yep.
Too much ass. She's fucking 4'11".
It's too much.
That's
Oh,
what.
you could hold it in one hand, I promise you.
All those
Bobby.
paper
Not
towels
true.
flying on stage are for her ass to wipe it off during this number.
Why? Just because they're all covered in
Oh my
sticky blood?
God, he looks like he's
Look at this guy. He's
Like
like,
Liza Minnelli behind him.
Ed Sheeran's like, hey, Ed Sheeran's behind him like, hey, Lil Nas X, can you move your unnecessary angel wing? I'm trying to see.
He's wearing a fucking
Look at
dumb
Ed
hat.
Sheeran.
It's like, can you take off that head, peacock?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, Lil Nas X, this Cher-looking motherfucker.
Yeah, he looks like he should be in a fucking float.
He's like, if I could turn back time and change my seat.
He came too much, dude. He came out too hard, too fast. Everyone's like, all right, this gay guy's making some pretty good tunes. And then he's just like, he goes, hey, Method Man, you like my pussy? And he's like showing him his dick, probably. And he's like, that's not a pussy, son.
It's like, no, I don't like
Yeah,
it.
pearls are too gay.
Yo, I don't like
I
it.
don't
Put
like
it
it at
away.
all.
Pearls are too gay.
Pearls are too gay.
Pearls are, when you wear
Yeah.
pearls,
But pearls is gay if you're a lady.
Yeah,
it means
it's-
you have to be an old
Yeah.
old lady for that. Christine, do me a favor, get this grotesque ass off the screen.
please.
It's not.
Yuck.
I think Harry Styles was wearing pearls too.
Yo,
Yeah.
absolutely he was.
Yeah.
And that's another one there. He's like his David Bowie. It's been done. The crossover glam thing's been done, and now if you do it, you just look gay. Harry Styles
Right.
doesn't look like he's taking a fat. I didn't think David Bowie and the people who did these things look gay.
No.
And then Manson did sort of a thing, but he still kind of, it was like the gothy glam thing was the idea, and it was also a character. True, like Harry Styles being like, no, I'm a guy, like I'll wear pearls and a skirt. Like why? You look foolish.
He looks foolish.
Of course, you're gorgeously handsome. You look like a buffoon.
Yeah, Rod
and a
Stewart.
gay old lady.
Rod Stewart looked gay.
Yeah.
When he started wearing the little spandex and the
Yeah, like I don't
girl
understand
shirts.
why's he got to dress
Yeah.
like what's her
Yeah.
face? That old British cook, the old British cooking
Julia
woman,
Childs?
Julia
Yeah.
Child. Yeah,
He fucking idiot.
he's like today I'm going to write another
oh
hit song."
God, he stinks.
Yeah, look at that dumb fucking assistant principal fucking shirt.
Let me tell you the look I'm looking into Christine's eyes and seeing. She goes, I'd suck his cock off with those pearls dangling around
Why you
his
like
neck.
that, Christine?
It doesn't matter.
doesn't really
He's
matter.
making, as I'm saying,
Pearls.
the point's being made is that he's so handsome, girls are going to get past that. But he doesn't look good in them. You're fucking him despite those pearls, and that's what he's challenging you to do. And I don't like it.
What are you gonna do? Blow him and then borrow his heels?
He dresses like Max's tutor.
Who's an old British lady?
Yes.
With his fucking Mary Poppins.
Oh God.
It's infuriating.
He looks like a young Gavin Rosdale in that picture.
Pete got jerked into it when he was in that Kardashian world. He got yanked right in the throat on a skirt for.
Did he wear a skirt?
Oh yeah,
No.
he looks like a doofus.
Yeah, somehow David Bowie was not gay to me.
Well, I never saw David Bowie wear skirts, but he would do the whole. But again, also David Bowie, the same thing. Artist doing a character. This isn't Harry Styles doing a character. This is Harry Styles saying, I'm so fashionable.
I can wear anything.
I'm wearing pearls because everything's ambiguous now.
So
blah,
glad.
blah, blah.
So glad Pete's back to hoodies.
I somehow feel like it would be weirder to see Harry Styles in like an Urlacher jersey.
You're not wrong. Just wearing a fucking big tie. Yeah, is that Harry Styles wearing a Tyreek Hill fucking Chiefs jersey? That's even is. Oh, I like the Chiefs. You know, they're a good team.
He's like, I'm a bear.
Look at him. Look at him in a skirt.
Really, like,
He's just
cross-dressed a lot.
It's cross-dressing. It's
Again.
that's a blouse from the 1600s.
Yeah,
It's
really.
gay, dude. Just kiss peckers.
He's not even wearing like dresses from now.
No, that's a pilgrim woman.
Yeah, just fucking.
No, he goes, hey, what do you want to wear on stage? And he goes, oh, let me dress like a fucking sister wife.
Yeah, he's like, oh, I'm going to get this from the Martha Washington collection.
Martha Washington.
Oh, dude, he is utterly hateable.
I'll tell you, that's why I like Jerry Garcia. Sweatpants, fucking Velcro
Oh,
shoes,
fuck him,
a
too.
Hanes beefy tee with
I-
cigarette
Listen,
burns.
I can't
There is
stand
some
him.
sort of thing. I mean, try to look cool, but don't dress like a lady.
Yeah. But Jerry Garcia sucked too. I'm sorry.
No,
Mike.
don't even get me started.
There's
I'm
a clip
sorry.
of-
I
Jerry
fucking,
Garcia had belly button sweat on gray T-shirts.
fucking stinks.
Dude, I bet every hair on his body smelled bad.
Oh, God, yeah.
The whole concert.
He smelled
smell.
like, I think he smelled like Salisbury steak juice.
Oh, dude, his beard was just fucking guck.
Gross.
Fucking disgusting.
Oh, it just smelled like
Heroin
It
dust.
smelled like when rain gets in an ashtray outside.
100%. Yeah. When you use a half a beer as an ashtray.
Ah, he stinks.
Wet ash.
Jerry Garcia probably never showered. They don't shower, right?
They?
Like
He
the-
wasn't a hippie.
The fans.
No, the fans don't, but
Boo.
he wasn't a fan.
Did you ever hook up with a?
Jerry Garcia?
No.
No.
Wait, go back
A
there.
girl?
Go back.
Did I ever hook up with a girl?
More.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it terrible?
there.
The hooking up with a girl?
Like, was it the terrible part about
Dude,
her
I tried
smelling?
I tried to hook up with a girl at Bonnaroo.
Yeah.
And she stopped me and she's like, dude, I stink right now. Get the fuck away. Like, she's like, what's wrong with you? And I was like, oh, I don't know. I want a handful of Molly and you're
Yeah.
beautiful. And she's like, no, get away from
It's
me.
not beautiful.
She goes, my pussy smells and looks like old sour
It
cream.
smelled like a 20-minute jam.
Yeah.
Basically.
It smells like snake shit.
Snake shit.
Let me
Smelled like burrito runoff.
let me tell you my problem right here too. This is where how big famous this guy is and how much Howard Stern is not going to take those shots anymore. Which whatever, he's friends with Harry Styles and stuff. But this is on the Howard Stern show. He's dressed like strawberry shortcake.
Yeah.
He looks so ridiculous and so stupid in that outfit, and Howard Stern never mentioned it at all. I want to defend Howard Stern real quick on something though, which I thought was very funny. So after all that Dan Schneider shit happened, you know, did you watch all the?
I watched it all.
the whole thing.
Fantastic.
It's great.
But the kid was at fault.
It was Drake's fault. You're right.
I mean, he was tempting everybody.
I'm
according to
I
all
want
the
to say
letters.
this. Let me tell you something.
Yeah, no, Drake asked for it. Sure.
Well, he slept over the guy's house, right? And you wake up in the middle of the night, and he's blowing you, apparently, right? And you don't say no. You complete. You finish. You know what I mean? I mean, you should teach your kid, hey, man, say no, stop, run, get out. He just let it happen.
Yeah, to keep doing it is
thought he
like
did
he
stop
goes,
it.
sorry man, that won't ever happen again. He goes, and then it just kept on happening. He
Yeah.
goes, and every time he just goes,
Yeah.
shit. He goes, next time it's not going to happen
Yeah,
again.
exactly. It's
Next time it happens,
it's like
it's gonna
fool
be the
me,
last time.
fool me once, shame on
dude.
you. Fool me twice,
Blow me
shame
once.
on
Time to spread
me
your butt
loving
cheeks.
me loving blowjobs from an old guy.
It was weird. It seemed like the whole thing was he would rather let it happen than tell people it was happening.
Wow.
Well, I mean, dude, he probably gave great head. So in the middle of it, you're like, this is fantastic.
An old
Drake.
gay man, yeah.
They give the best head. I mean, it goes old gay men, slutty fucking 20-year-old girls.
It's a rough thing to have to admit, and it's terrible that happened. And the guy should be in jail for the rest of his life, quite honestly, for doing that. That said, you could do worse than that seasoned of a beach being your first one. I promise you, the first girl who blew Drake Bell, he had to say in his head, he goes,
This sucks.
this isn't as good as
This is not as good.
This is as good as Mr. Tim.
Yeah, this is it.
What is his name? Mr. Brian.
Yeah, this is not as good. 100% it wasn't as good. And you know what? It never got good.
It never got better.
It never got better.
That's great.
He goes, yeah, he's like, born. He goes, am I gay because I really, that first blowjob, while I hated everything surrounding it, The actual suck felt great.
He did a good job.
He smelled like onions, but I came hard.
He went back to his house and slept over again.
Multiple times.
Yeah,
but again,
here's the problem
really
with
the
that.
parents is the big thing too, where it's just like any adult that would have been like, Isabella probably needs to stay in my house because I'm going to teach her, trombone in the morning. And you go, everything about that sentence just says, I'm coming to get my daughter right now. Are you out of your fucking mind? You go, no, she just sleep over. I used to have a bit.
Hey, can I just say something real quick?
Sure.
If he booked the gig, if he sucked his dick and then the next day booked the gig, I can understand having some type of, hey man, last time I did this, I got the gig.
Yeah.
But he didn't even get the gig.
Yeah,
Like he didn't book. He had that happen. Then he went back and had his dick sucked again. If it was some type of like,
well, he's buying himself seasons. Each sucks a 10-episode guarantee.
Do you think
Each load.
But he's not even the fucking producer. He's the dialogue
coach.
He's just helping you with lines.
I was kidding. How about, listen, if it's gay guys, keep them away. It has to be straight white men coaching young boys to do the thing. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or a straight guy coaching a gay kid, or whatever. And women teaching women gymnastics. Like the situation, it always goes bad.
Yeah.
Right.
Every gymnastics girl has some guy weird looking at her in her career or lifetime. Like anyone who does it with any kind of years has some nightmare story.
But the
it's
father-
the same thing. What are you sending these people?
The father went up to the people. This is what blew me away. It was such a double standard. He went up to them and said, "Hey, I'm nervous the way he's touching my son." And they said,
Shut
well,
up.
No, he said, he's gay and you're probably homophobic. Gay guys are touchy-feely. It's like, no. So then he got all fucking fucked up because like, oh, I don't want to be homophobic. But the guy was fucking his kid.
Yes.
I mean, it's like he had a father instinct, like, hey, man, and they were like, no, he's just gay. Gay guys, they give that vibe, like they're going to fuck your kid. But they
Also, Drake Bell.
that's on you. It's
That's
like,
why.
what?
That's why I'm not having kids, so I can be outwardly homophobic whenever I want.
Also, Drake Bell, who, I mean, fucking, you got to feel terrible for it. Dude.
Terrible.
What a fucking awful situation. I mean, a fucking total nightmare. But he, again, keep getting tricked into going back to the well is fucking insane to have that keep happening. But he did leave too much of an open-ended thing at one point when he goes, there was sexual abuse. And he goes, and I don't want to say it, but like the worst thing you could possibly imagine.
Yep.
And you can't just say that to, there's too many me-minded people out there. You're like, he shit in your mouth and then fucked the shit in your mouth until he came down your throat, and then he made you catch it out, and then when you shit out his cum and stuff, he made you eat it again with the cum and the shit.
Yeah,
and he
exactly.
Goes, he fucked my ass. He goes, oh, that wasn't as bad as what I thought. Okay, don't tell me the worst thing I could think of, because I could think of terrible things.
I was like, he shit in your ass and then fucked the shit in your ass?
He goes, no, he just fucked his ass normal. He goes, Oh,
okay. Then that's
okay. Well, you know what? Just you should have said that. You should have started with that, and I would have been like, "That's a fucking nightmare." But like, thank God you're not getting shit stuffed in your mouth and ass and fucked, and then you have to eat the cum shit. Thank God, not that. Because so don't leave it up. Just tell your story, dude.
Yeah.
Because you left me. I thought something terrible was happening.
Something terrible.
You set the bar. You let me set the bar too high. You got to tell me the bar, and then I go, "That is terrible."
But not
Getting
as,
butt fucked by your dialogue
not
coach
as
is awful.
Not as terrible as eating shit cum.
Not as bad as having to eat your own shit cum after a guy fucked your shit mouth and shit ass.
He made a shit pussy in your mouth and fucked it.
And then shit in your ass.
I've been listening to a couple different things of this girl who I believe was in the show, Alexis something. Christine, look her up. She was in the second run of All That or something. She's married with kids now, and she does a podcast. I don't know what it's called. One time there was a sign behind her that said Sickalodian, which I thought was a great title, by the way. Sickalodian. But she, now that thing came out, she's kind of, some of her stuff's popping of her talking about it and like responding to the whole thing and saying like, you know, Dan Schneider did interviews afterwards where he's like, sorry about that. And she's like, he's not even talking about like the worst stuff. And like, because he really by comparison
Didn't you?
made it look like Dan Schneider, like, oh, that guy was just kind of like a crappy guy at work. I mean, everybody else was fucking kids and molesting everybody. So like,
They should have opened with Schneider and closed with the guy who was shitting in the guy's ass, made him eat the shit cum.
and then having to eat his own shit cum, which is a nightmare.
They should have closed with him.
That's like a turducken.
By the
of
time
abuse.
you got to Dan Schneider, it was like he was just a little kind of a misogynistic piece of shit. and let the kids do weird shit on set. He didn't touch anybody.
No. And no, we don't know that for sure. That's nothing that's ever come up. Anybody who he would have touched, I believe, or molested, it would have been a thing. But that Janet McCurdy girl wrote a book where she refers to him a bunch. He sucks. The guy's terrible.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? He's a fucking piece of shit for sure. Inarguable. But the girl, there is Alexa Nicholas. So she's been doing all these shows, and you could probably, if you bring up her YouTube thing, I'll show you which videos. It's like the last 3 minutes of her last video going through, it's like, we got to get all these guys out of here. Oof. And so all these people, she's like, I'm gonna do a dive pretty soon on Jared Leto. I heard Jared Leto like has a cult, and what's that? And she's like yelling things out that may be true, maybe not, but it's like he's got an island, like, oh, there we go, the island, and he does a festival for his fans, but only the girls on his island. Is that a real thing? And I'm like, first of all, it's hilarious if he does that. Second of all, if you're dumb enough to go, you go. And then we have to expose him. But to me, she goes, and who else? Howard Stern's name comes up. And I thought this was so fucked up, this girl. His name comes up, and she goes, Howard Stern too. Like, did he ever have like a thing? Did he ever have like a Me Too? She's like, that guy's got like Me Too like written all over him. Like, what? I think he's like made some amends and stuff as he's gotten older and took some accountability. But like that guy, like I'd be surprised. I don't think there's ever been any accusations. But Howard Stern, just say something like that. He looks like he has Me Too written all over him. It's like, well, now you're being the fucking piece of shit. You know what I mean? Like you're being like as shitty a person as anyone can be. Like Howard Stern, he's probably a Me Too guy. Like what a weird thing to throw out there in the world. Like
but it wasn't like okay, but it was kind of the way we were in the 90s. 80s and 90s, you know what I mean? Early 2000s. It was. You look. I turned on America's. What's that movie? Last American Virgin. Mm-hmm. Just in the scene where the dude's about to fucking just blow loads in this chick, and she's what, 15?
Yeah.
And that was
American Graffiti too.
That was like a popular. I literally had to shut it off. Like if I didn't have Max, I'd 100% watch that and Oh my god.
That's Troy?
Yeah.
It all ends once you ride up Troy's bucket.
Yeah, he played a lot of shitheads in the 80s.
That's what I mean. They used a lot of the guy. It was Zabka, the guy of Johnny from
Fast Times at Ridgemont High. Another scene when that was the one I was. He
banging out
that girl.
Jennifer Jason Leigh.
She got banged out twice.
I know.
Remember in American Graffiti?
I judge her
in the dugout. Remember?
All right, Christine. Jacob's going to start whacking off.
I mean, we're all going to start whacking off.
That guy whack off.
That guy was hot.
Watch me whack off.
Whack off. But
you can't make that movie now.
No.
You have to.
But to go back, I just thought that was such a weird. To go back to that page of her stuff.
But you can make that documentary now. It's ridiculous.
It's a long episode.
Dan Schneider. He looks like a guy who likes kids.
Yeah.
That's the problem with him. He looks like he touched kids. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, I don't know if you can find it, but like
it's clammy. He looks clammy.
It's in my history on YouTube.
He looks clammy. He does look like he's always wet.
Yeah, he's got wet hands constantly.
This is you, Christine, I think.
Oh my God,
Jacob, honey.
But yeah, it's kind of shitty. I think it's weird to like kind of start throwing accusations like crazy shit there.
It's fucking dumb.
By the way, that said. Also, many years ago on this show, I did say I think Christopher Cross, the yacht rock guy, got some shit with some pedophilia. Oof. And then people were like, "No," and I was like, "I'm pretty sure." And we looked it up, and like, not even sort of an accusation ever in his history. So I guess I did the same thing.
We should start.
I've never been more mad at you.
Nasty rumors.
I've never been more mad at you about that. Don't ruin Christopher Cross for me, please.
Didn't Dan
messaged?
Yeah, somebody messaged like Christopher Cross has never been. I was like, I should say that on the air then. Let people know like, he has never ever even been looked at sideways as a pedophile. I put it out there in the world.
Dudley Moore, I think.
Dudley Moore.
That guy definitely was all in the kid pussy.
To Goldie Hawn's daughter as a kid, I believe, on the set of whatever the fuck movie that was.
You know what's so weird?
I mean, Harry Styles' outfits. I'm looking at here again. Something happened to him. Someone touched his little tuchus.
There was a documentary that Scorsese made about Bob Dylan called The Rolling Thunder Review. And like Sharon Stone at like 15 or 16 was like hanging out like on tour with Dylan.
That doesn't blow.
Like not that Dylan did anything, but like her mom was like a Dylan fan, and then they came and she was wearing a Kiss shirt, and he's like, "You like those guys or whatever?" And then like she just started like got invited to like hang out backstage at all these shows.
But
So I
that-
think there was just weird shit going on constantly.
Well, no,
everywhere,
there
whether
was-
it was like touching or not.
I'm telling you, it's an interesting.
So you're saying that Bob Dylan molested?
No, I didn't say that.
That's
You
what you're
did.
saying.
Now,
I said
here's
he
the
hung
thing.
out with a
Also,
15-year-old Sharon
if
Stone.
you can only use the times have changed for so many things for so long, though. Do you know what I mean?
Why?
Like,
right.
because the times have been changed for. That's almost the point. What he's saying, like
Ti-
these
ti-
things, like we were talking when we had Bennington on last week. Ronnie B. When we were saying about it, he's interviewed Sweet Connie from the We're an American Band, and I've heard those girls, and they tell the stories not with like even as older women with perspective now. They're all like, no, we were 15, we fucking. We were 15. We ran in, like we were backstage with the Allman Brothers, and like the one girl, I forget which one it was, essentially described as being gang banged by 4 guys or 5 guys in the Allman. Like I fucked them all.
Yeah.
Like, and I went through them
Yeah.
all. And here's the thing: she's 15. She's saying,
Okay.
but she's not looking back at the whole thing's fucked up. We realize very much now, and also as an adult myself and having a daughter, you're like, Christ Almighty, how does that happen to someone 15? But they're not reflecting on it. In a thing, and no one's really going backwards even to say, Allman Brothers, you pedophile pieces of
Because you
shit.
have
Not
to,
that they shouldn't
but
or
you have
should.
to
I
look
don't
at.
know.
I was talking to somebody yesterday about. I used to at 15. I remember asking the stewardess on a plane for a light. I mean, I lit up a Marlboro.
Yeah, you're right.
It-
Things
on
were
the
different.
on the plane. She was like, "Okay, got me a light." I lit my cigarette at 15, heading back to Boston from Rochester to go to Juvie Hall. I mean, you could smoke a 50. I used to go buy cigarettes. I mean,
know.
We kind of progressed with time. You know, back then we didn't know. Oh, maybe you shouldn't fuck a 15-year-old.
Right.
Back then, maybe you shouldn't. And then they put a law in. You can't 16 or 17. We've been adding laws.
Bobby, don't laugh at the laws.
I'm not laughing at
Because
the laws.
They say 16 or 17. What a bunch of idiots.
You ever heard of, the guy
I
Carmine?
mean, these people are fucking crazy.
You know that guy Carmine Appice? You know that drummer?
Yeah.
He wrote a book that was like My Life of Sex, Drums, and Rock and Roll. And it's all stories about like backstage fucking shenanigans and all about like the fucking groupies and all that other
You'd have to
crap.
go
And-
back and take out every band
Every
before
band.
1999.
I mean, why'd you do? Why were you?
But
in
when,
Yeah,
every
do you know how many-
when the standard gets set, though,
Yeah.
there's something
Yeah.
to like abiding that and it becoming like the norm. So exactly, like we do realize now, yes, like everyone that was getting older probably realized at the time, it's like it is weird to fuck a 15-year-old, but I didn't think it was that weird when I was 27 or something. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
And then you go, nah, it's even weird for 27 to fuck a 15.
Now.
And I'm saying they can look back and even probably say, I'm sure those guys go like, damn, that is weird, huh? Those girls were
Yeah.
15, 16. Holy shit. Like
Eddie
to hear
Vedder-
that now because they know. So my point being is like going at these kids on Nickelodeon, like you can't do like the energy of just going, it's like, well, dude, it was like the 90s. Like no one goes, nah, they knew by the 90s. Like by the 90s. That's what I'm saying.
yeah.
It would be like it'd be like your parents saying to you now, like, no, I understand he's your friend and we like him, but we just won't let Black Lou in the house.
You
And
should-
you're like, you can't say it's the times. Like the times are well past that. Do you know what I mean? Like just agreeing that black people are here, but I'm not going to let them in my house. It's like you can't go. Well, I haven't caught up to the times. Like those times are 90 years ago now.
Yeah. That's your excuse for everything. Well, I didn't know the time.
Well, the times were different then. He goes, it was the fucking 90s. You couldn't not let black people in your house in the 90s. You
it was
weirdo.
last week,
I mean,
you idiot.
It was actually 2017 when we realized.
Well, we went
that.
through. We were at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and we were walking through, and literally almost every fucking who's the Big Bopper's fucking piano? Remember?
Oh, not Big Bopper. Jerry Lee Lewis.
Jerry Lee Lewis.
No,
He
they
married
still-
his fucking 12-year-old cousin or
13.
some shit.
They
It was the times.
They still will celebrate all of those things because you just go, oh, it's
Yeah,
a
it was
different
the times.
time.
It was different times.
It's like Elvis was even way earlier than that. No one. I remember the news being like, oh, when it was like Jerry Seinfeld, 17-year-old child bride, and I was like, titties don't look 17. I'm fine with it. Like I never overthought you. I'm like, oh. And then now at 46, I'm like, Seinfeld, what the fuck are you doing? He was like my age dating a 7. That's crazy.
Yeah, well, the tits were nice though, Jay.
Those tits were
Times were different.
big fucking Mossad tits,
Those
dude.
are
Big
those are 30
Israelis.
Those are 32-year-old lady tits she had at 17.
You could go
She
down.
really
to-
did.
You should actually judge by the body.
Gagunga.
Yeah, those. Come
Damn,
on.
she had a face like a catcher's mitt, though.
You don't like that? You
I
don't
didn't
like
even
that
see her
face?
face.
Look at her smile goes to her fucking eardrums.
I mean, that wasn't that long. When was this? Like 98?
Shoshana.
98.
It was late 90s.
This is gonna expose Jerry. He's gonna get in trouble now because of this.
Oh, and
Everybody
this has
knows
come
it.
up 1,000 times. That's almost my
Nobody
point.
cares.
It
Yeah.
wasn't. He
He's
didn't.
also got
He didn't
so
hide
much
it.
money, it doesn't matter.
He opened up to it in a world where he's like, people talk for a little bit and then they'll get over it, because they would, like, this situation now, which I believe, unfortunately, as a father of a daughter, is completely legal.
Yeah.
In New York, particularly.
What-
She was
what's the
17.
age?
I think 17.
yeah.
17.
Okay, so it's completely legal.
Jay knows all the age limits in every state.
Every state. He's like, except for Rockland County, it's 18.
No, you know, I know.
Connecticut,
I'll
it's
tell you why.
16 with
I'll tell you
parents'
exactly.
consent.
I'll tell you exactly why I know the New York one. When I was like 23, a girl came to Caroline's, and I mean, from 2 minutes of meeting her, we went in the green room, and she actually looked a little beat up. Like I thought she was going to be like a young 20s, but like, you know, living in a friend's house or something.
Right.
Cute girl. And then when she told me when I said my age, like 23, she was like, "Oh, me too." And then we ended up hooking up. And then she goes, as soon as we finished, she goes, "Can I tell you something? Can I be honest with you?" I was like, "What?" And she was like, "I'm actually 17." And then I was like, "What?" And she said it. And she didn't say it in a tone of like, "And now you're fucked," because nothing came of it. I wasn't fucked, but I was just like, "Yo, that's like fucking." You know, I'm like 23, so I'm like, "Am I a pedophile?" Like I don't. And like
She actually looked at a watch. She goes, "I'm 17 right now. Right now, I'm 17. You just made it.
And she blew out a candle.
You just blew you blew your load.
Yeah.
But if she would told me she was 17, even at 23, I would have been like,
Just count down.
No way.
3, 2.
That's also just shitty for lying. I mean, like, what an asshole. to
No,
do
I know.
that to you.
It's also to spring it right afterwards, like, "Oh, guess what, though?" It's
Isn't that
like,
one of the commandments?
it was said like you are doing something kind of crazy.
There's not a commandment on fucking
Thou shalt not.
fuck a young person.
That's not a commandment. No, you're right. Because in those times,
It was fine.
literally, you had,
Yeah.
because they were dead by the time they were fucking legal.
Yes, it's the dog years.
Dog years, yeah.
Yeah.
Go right there. Let me see if I can find this, Bobby, really
This
quick.
is my wife, Cerberus.
Good word.
Yeah, it's a dog.
Wow.
Thank you.
Click this.
You're
This is that
welcome.
girl, Alexis, or Alexa Nicholas.
Cis survivor.
And by the way, I agree with a bunch of stuff. But
What is this
people are
video?
taking it too
What
easy.
is this? What is this?
This is her saying Josh Peck is not a good guy, who's the guy who was Drake's partner on the show. She's saying he's not a good guy.
The fat kid.
She also goes into, I mean,
Is
again,
it the fat kid?
he was fat, yeah.
He was fat. Now
Yeah.
he's not fat.
Yeah, now he's not fat. She takes a couple weird shots. Steve-O did an interview with one of them or something, and she's like, and Steve-O, like, he can never live this down. Like, he couldn't apologize enough for this. He used to have a tattoo. He got it changed. He got it covered up and changed, like, to an ostrich or something. But it was, like, just a cartoon of, like, a dude with, like, his wiener out and, like, a baby on the end of his wiener. Exactly.
I mean, listen, dude,
That's great. Yeah.
But she's
terrible.
talking about it with such...
If you go for tattoos, that's pretty fucking
It's
good.
hilarious.
Yeah, you're not gonna find that on a wall at fucking. You're like, oh, let me
Yeah.
get mom and the
And the-
dude with a baby on his wiener.
No, it's hilarious.
Let
Listen,
me get the Japanese symbol that means destiny, life, and faith, and
prob-
then the baby sucking the guy's cock.
the problem with
for one?
the problem with a girl like this, and whatever's happened to her, I'm sure has,
should
has
get
a lot
that.
to do with this.
You should get that tattoo at Skankfest this year.
I absolutely. My point is, if I was getting funny tattoo, I wouldn't like rule out like baby on the tip of a guy's dick. It's a drawing. It's ridiculous. It was like so. Can you find the tattoo?
Please don't get
It's like
that.
a
hilarious.
cartoonishly big boner too, right? Isn't
That's what
it?
I'm saying. It's
Yeah,
like, it's like
a dumb,
the whole thing's like a
yeah.
cartoon. She goes at, and like, this is why I said this woman's become, maybe from her circumstance or just personality, is probably intolerable to be around.
Yeah.
Because she goes too much at everything. It's like this. He should have to do a shame walk. He should get it removed. He should have to go through the pain of having it removed to show penance for what he did to get that tattoo. And you're like, lady, he got it covered up, which even I think is like, I don't even think he has to do that really, but like, you know, he's got a girlfriend, and when he's get married, he's 50. You know what I mean? Like, I guess I get why he got it covered up. I got tattoos covered
Why
up.
does she have Velma from Scooby Doo on the back? Did she molest somebody?
What does that say? She's taking the mask off. That's when they would go, I knew it was you kids or something like that.
These look like they're all.
I would have got away with it if it wasn't for you kids.
They're all protest thing. That's what I'm saying. It's her whole thing's become this.
Yeah.
But then when she just starts throwing wild, like, is there that? Please, bring it. It's so funny.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
I mean,
the guy's,
Look at his fucking
the
face,
guy's
dude.
cranking his own nip.
can I say something though? That's a little different than I thought. It's actually him fucking a baby, and you can't see the dick, right?
Nothing wrong with that.
No, you do see part of the dick.
Yeah, but most of it's in the baby, which is a little more disturbing than you described.
But it's ridiculous.
I mean, look at him.
How
when
the
he
hell
got
did he
it.
get
He's
an ostrich over that?
He's young and high.
Yeah, he's definitely out of his tree.
Right.
I wouldn't recommend the tattoo. I'm just saying she's holding him over the coals for it like you're laughing at pedophilia. He goes, no, it's just a hilarious picture. It's a stupid
now
picture.
he got it covered to a guy fucking an
ostrich.
ostrich.
Yeah.
Oh, he's
Which is-
fucking
which is
an
ba-
ostrich.
which
So
is-
now PETA's like, wait a minute.
Exactly.
We
By the
can't
way,
accept ostrich fuckers.
By the way, exactly. The fact that somebody would go, okay, that's fine. It's like, no, you either got to be angry across the board at this nonsense or just go, it's a dumb fucking tattoo. I promise you Steve-O's not pro.
I would have got a tattoo of
Pedophilia.
me fucking that woman. That would have been funny.
he should have got the ostrich fucking him fucking the baby.
Yeah.
And then the
it's
baby fucking somebody
Yes.
else. An
then-
ostrich.
And
It'll
then
go in a
somebody
circle.
shitting in
Yeah.
an ass and then him eating it.
It's a
And then the
tribal
cum-
band. Get a tribal band.
And then come in the ass with the shit cum. And then back, carry the 4.
Carry the 4. No, wait, it's got to be your bull.
It's got to be your bull. Go to that video. I want to see if we can catch the thing where Stern just catches unnecessary shrapnel.
Jesus.
I wanted to call the show today and be like, "Hey, did you hear this? This is crazy."
Women do not owe men anything. I cannot say that enough.
Hang on one second.
Neither can
and I do-
Christine.
Houses, foods, roads, electricity. We did a lot of stuff.
We did plenty.
Podcasting. We created podcasting.
Won wars so
Yeah.
you can have your tits out at a beach.
Rock and roll music.
The guy who does your videos.
Your complete tech guy.
Yeah, exactly.
The
Everybody-
printing, the guy who started a printing press to make these stupid posters behind you.
The guy that made the microphone you're using right now.
The inventor of ink.
You don't need all the stuff behind you.
Your favorite fashion icons.
Yeah,
Your
the house you're in right now. There wasn't a gaggle of women building that house.
Yeah, the reason that house isn't gonna fucking the roof's not gonna cave in on your head constantly.
Yeah, well, you
it's
don't-
because a man hammered those nails.
Yeah, all the stuff you put on your face.
The people who keep you alive if you need it. The person you hope is doing CPR come that necessary need.
The doctor.
The Christ Almighty, the doctor.
Yeah,
The guy that invented insurance that
the guy
pays
who-
for it.
The guy who flew your guests in.
So hey, I'm gonna take out your heart and put another heart in.
Hold
It's gonna go great. It's gonna go great. Thanks, girls. Come on, girls.
We don't need them for anything.
Who fucking needs
except
guys?
Most things that I use in my daily life.
What do? You cut all the plugs that are around the heart, and then you put the new
Plug 'em
heart in,
back
plug
in.
them back in.
Yeah, and put it with a lady heart. Give 'em a lady
Post-surgery
heart.
mimosas.
I tell you something. You can hand a fucking female nuclear physicist a fucking remote control and tell her to get from the one input to another. Tell her to put this from the video games to the regular TV. And a nuclear physicist that's a female will stare at that for 8 hours, never figure it out. So, those things.
Yeah.
Hand her a remote control and be like, hey, get from input 1 to input 2.
Yeah.
I'll give you 17 hours.
Yeah. Next time you need to open your avocado mayonnaise, see if you can ask one of your girlfriends to open it.
Avocado mayonnaise.
Yeah, you don't need us for anything.
Yeah.
Shovel your own
Yeah,
driveway.
I'd like to see you with 7 bags of groceries get from the car.
Yeah.
13 trips for you, honey.
Yes, yes.
Have fun getting on a fucking ladder to put cereal away.
Yeah. That's what, have fun. Your dog not listening to anything you say.
Good luck having a dog never respect a command in his life. Give us a little more of this. I know you'll hear Stern thing.
Just, and no one owes anyone anything.
Anything.
The end.
Thinking about looking into
This is where
Jared
she starts-
Leto.
Jared Leto. This is where he starts bagging
Like
on
that guy
people.
just always he gives me the good guys. Like he's like the third wheel for Josh Peck's fucking podcast.
Just taking a shot.
There's something I don't know, and I've heard he like had a cult or something. I don't know, something weird about Jared Leto. Very very curious about maybe starting to dive into that. I've just heard and
Look
seen
out,
some
Jared
weird
Leto, you're on
things
her
that he just
shit
has
list.
Never given me a good vibe. And wasn't there on H3 they were playing Jared Leto like climbing a building?
What a weird
Do
thing
you
to be
remember
upset
that
with.
fight?
Well, you know that.
Hey, buildings
It's
don't
so
owe anyone anything.
It's like Jared Leto out of fucking
What did the building
nowhere.
do
What
to
did the
him?
building do to Jared
What did-
Leto?
what did
Did the
he-
building ask him to climb it?
No.
And he,
I vaguely remember
Something
seeing,
else,
like, a
man.
video
She
of it.
casually slanders.
Yeah, watch this one.
he like literally almost climbs the entire building
And like for no reason, right? Just
for
to be,
no
like,
reason.
weird.
For no
Because he's
reason.
weird as
For no
fuck.
reason.
Dude, Jared Leto is
Promote his
fucking
album.
weird.
By the way, fuck Jared Leto, but I mean, like,
Well,
Jesus Christ.
Who cares?
it's a great one song.
Oh, and also, and remember Howard Stern?
Look at this.
That shit, I forgot. That, I mean, I feel like he's apparently tried to take some type of accountability. I did hear that he has maybe, has he? Someone told me he wrote a book and he like started to realize the deep, unpacking a lot of his shit. But God, was that show so bad. Has Howard Stern had any allegations against him? Like, that's how believe survivors, because like Howard Stern, I've never heard him have any allegations, and that guy, literally, he looks to me like a walking Me Too, in the sense where I'm surprised that he wasn't the first person to.
I'm surprised he wasn't the
have an
first
allegation
person to have the allegations.
He
Perez
has the face
Hilton.
of a Me Too guy.
Yeah, he looks like.
What a fucking,
Jesus.
what a rag cunt.
Based on nothing. She doesn't like the way he looks.
Of nothing.
Everybody in this room has a Me Too face.
That's wild.
There's
Dude.
different levels of Me Too
That's
face
just such
right here.
irresponsibility.
He looks like the first guy who would have got me too'd. Ah, that guy. I heard he's nice now, but
She's like-
piece of
she's like-
shit.
she's like, what about the time to make the donuts guy? You ever see that asshole?
That guy looks like he definitely smells panties.
Yeah, that guy probably blew a donut that didn't ask for it. Wait, what about the micro machine guy?
That's insane.
Isn't that wacky?
You don't just that's such irresponsibility.
Yeah, but it's her. That's
Slander.
she found her thing that gets people riled up, and
Does she have a Patreon?
And now people in the chat seem to be bringing these people up.
But she's making the energy she gives off is that I'm charging for the side of good right here.
Yes.
But she's actually like, you're charging for. So I'm listening to these things. I'm giving her the benefit of the doubt on these, that she has an opinion. She knows these people, a lot of them, and she's talking about their responses since and all that kind of shit. It's interesting. Watch her stuff. I mean, plug
No,
her. Like
thank you.
Alexa Nicholas, I think.
Let me tell you, Big Jim, she would, Big Jim would talk to her. She'd quit the business.
Oh.
The stuff she's saying now, one conversation with Big Jim after this, that'd be the end of that show.
You just can't keep bagging on every. No, but here's the thing. Her
Wasn't
stuff
there
about-
something
her
about
stuff- her
Mike
s-
Finoia banging kids or something?
Yeah. She will lay it out like that. He goes, Black Lou. He goes, you raped a girl and got away with it in high school, right? No, I don't know why. What am I thinking of then?
Didn't I hear about Jacob having kid bones in his trunk?
Isn't Jacob sleeping in a little boy's room right now?
Yeah. Don't you have a
No, I
piano
do.
made out of baby bones in your room?
He goes, wait, correct me if I'm wrong, everybody out there in the world, but Jacob like definitely fucks kids, right? Like, I heard that somewhere. I don't remember at a party or if it was something I made up. But I heard that Jacob like definitely fucked kids. I'm gonna do a deeper dive on it and see what I can find, see what I can dig up.
I heard the only way he can come is with Legos around.
Yeah.
Right, isn't it?
Doesn't he have to
Like
do
he-
a puzzle?
He has to. Yeah, he has to do like make a Lego ship or some type of Star Wars figurine.
And then they just shrug you off where they go like, well, hurt people. Like,
Yeah,
what? No,
yeah.
no. You can't. Howard Stern, he definitely fingered one of his like employees or like made them suck his dick or something. I don't know. That's just what I think because I looked at his face.
A walking Me Too. What a horrible fucking thing to say.
101, man. She broke every Big Jim rule there is.
Every Big Jim rule.
Wow.
She knows nothing
Tolerable.
about radio.
Well, this is not slander by saying that lady seems intolerable. By the way, unless I'm wrong, and I might be wrong, and I apologize if I am, I'm pretty sure her problems with Nickelodeon, like again, there's people over there getting butt fucked, and there's people over there having to like lick their own toes and shit for people. A lot of her stuff seems like, and then he would be mean to me and say, I need you to act better, or I'm going to find another person to play this role. He would say things like that to me. It's like, yeah, it sounds like he was like a dick boss to kids. But like, I mean, I don't know. Like, Drake, while that was happening to you, Drake was biting onto a ball of twine to not scream while the guy teaching him his lines
Jake was
fucking had his dork up his cram.
Jake was biting a Liza Minnelli pillow every other Wednesday.
Eliza Minnelli huddle.
He goes, do you know how uncomfortable a sequined pillow is on your teeth? It hurts.
You know how uncomfortable it is to get fucked in the ass while 3 Shih Tzus are barking in your face?
And even if you tell yourself, I'll just sink into the music, you can't sink into Liberace while the guy's Liberaceing you.
Liberaceing you. It's just too real.
You can't enjoy Liberace while you're getting Liberace right where the candelabra goes.
Liberace is a verb. It's the fucking craziest thing ever.
You're getting Liberace.
Getting Liberace.
Poor Drake. Oh, poor
Poor
Drake.
Drake. Everyone else, he must have watched that documentary like, one, why did they wait till episode 3 if they weren't going to make it the finale? How is that not out of the gates? Drake got butt fucked. How is that not story 1? The first thing was just like, Dan Schneider was on head of the class. Then he started getting pretty mean and wanting massages.
Yeah, he wanted massages from middle-aged women.
And then they jump and they're like, and then Drake got butt fucked. And you're like, holy shit. And they go, and the next episode they were like, and then feet.
Yeah.
They were looking at everyone's feet.
Yeah, then he
goes,
said,
"No, dude, you got to work feet then butt fucked."
Yeah, it can't go. It can't go. Massages, butt fucked, and then are women funny? Shut the fuck up.
I know, really.
What?
Women can do taxes too.
He goes. They gave us 2 salaries and whatever. He goes, or 1 salary. It's like, okay. Fight for that. Like, these things are not, they were like, by the way, the one they're glazing over when he came out and he was like, yeah, I said some embarrassing things. I did some embarrassing stuff. And the guy really didn't hold him over the coals at all. Like, I would have, the first specific I would ask Dan Schneider, goes, did you really make that one girl writer bend over the table and act like she's getting butt fucked or fucked from behind? Well, remember he said that? And then she was like, yeah, you know, that happened and I did it. I go, call me a fucking lunatic.
Lunatic.
You're playing along. I don't think that came to you're going to lose your job if you don't do that. I hate to say that on the thing. I'm not saying this lady wasn't treated shitty or anything. If you bend over and act in front of a room full of people like you're getting butt fucked, and your fear is if you say no to that, you're going to get fired. Like it was like Todd Lynn used that excuse when they did the song about the tsunami where people got killed on Hot 97. I think it was. And he was like, which is such a lie anyway, but he was like, they came in and told us if we didn't do the bit that we'd be fired. And I remember Patrice saying, he goes, well, then get fired.
Get fired.
If you don't believe in it,
right,
then get fired. So it's like, she's like, I have a feeling it was a room where it was like, you know, if you said to Christine, it wouldn't be crazy if we were joking. You go, Christine, like you're getting butt fucked. Do you know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't be like, well, Bobby's like crossed. It's like, nah, we kind of all kidding, and that's like you're joking. And if she did, I mean, Christine, we can't even get Christine to say simple lines. But if you were to get her to read something like that while getting butt,
she said some pretty bad stuff on the show.
The question wouldn't. The question wouldn't start an HR fucking dilemma because. Not that she couldn't, but it seems like the energy in that room was that of such that you also did the thing.
You did it.
And it wasn't like, if these stories were, he took me in his office and he was like, you could suck my dick right now or you could say goodbye to this job. Like that's a fucking like, whoa. And I know there's in between areas because if that's not how they talk to each other, him and that lady, then she should have been like, fuck you, dude. Are you out of your mind? Like, I'm going to go, there is HR still higher up at Nickelodeon.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
there is a rule.
I'm gonna make this a thing, or at least I'll go become a millionaire.
To the next office and go like, hey, this dude just did this shit.
But even if it's your dream job, you know what I mean? Like, if somebody said that, you know, I'm going to fuck you in the ass in front of, pretend fuck you in the ass, you could just say no.
Right.
And you'd be like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if Jay was like, I want to fuck you in the butt, pretend to fuck you in the butt in front of everybody, I'd be like, no. I mean, inside I'd be like, yes.
Why? Inside you'd be like, why are you doing this now in front of everybody?
Yeah. This was for snake pit tickets. I wanted the snake pit.
Well, you were only second tier good in the sack. That's, by the way, is that someone? Did someone?
Falcone sent in Styles in a jersey.
Dude,
and he looks like an ass.
He does look like
and
an
look
ass.
at this. a guide to what's fake in the Rolling Thunder Bob Dylan story. A teenage Sharon Stone wasn't on tour. Kiss didn't inspire the makeup, and a whole bunch of other things. It was made up for the fucking documentary. Somebody just tweeted at me and said,
You can't believe
"It's fake."
anything.
It's a Scorsese documentary about Bob Dylan
That's
and
pretty
Sharon
nutty.
Stone,
It's pretty
and
nutty.
now they're like, "Oh, it was made up for the documentary."
That's nuts.
It's everything's
You
fu-
can't- you
it's
can't believe
just-
anything.
Yeah, it's really bonkers, dude.
You can't believe anything.
So Harry Styles is a pack.
Yeah, fudge packers.
But
Oosh. So
All
he's
right, well,
got,
the guy's got a Green Bay and a Cowboys star, so this guy's definitely. I guess his ex-boyfriend was a Cowboys fan. His new boyfriend's a Packers fan.
look at him. He's got the big old fist on too.
Christine, why don't you
Cheese
have a
fist.
Sixers or an Eagles tattoo yet?
Why
Wow.
don't you
oh,
I'm gonna.
when?
do it?
I don't know. I just
What
say
what
skank. Maybe
tattoo would you
Skankfest.
have to get for as a Christine to support Christine's likes? What would it be?
Fucking
Yes.
the word sublime in
Yeah.
Old
Fleetwood Mac.
English.
Sublime Son.
Fleetwood Mac
some type of
thing. Oh, the
weird.
Sublime
she'd have,
Son? That's
she'd have to get a
hilarious.
weird tree with a crow in it or something.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
a
Something-
dream catcher?
Something macabre.
Yeah,
A dream catcher.
yeah. Some type of smoke coming off of a rock.
Would it count if I just got the name Dawkins on me?
Ooh,
We
we
have to take a break, but
we have
here's
to
the good
break.
news, everybody. No reads. Everything okay over there, Lou?
Yes, the whole channel wide. Nobody has reads today.
No one on the whole channel.
Nobody.
That's right.
Lou? Was that a lie?
No, I swear to you. No, all week too.
Well,
No reads all week?
That's right.
Really?
I tell you what.
Why? We're getting fired.
I tell you what we got.
Text Jim.
We did get.
What?
We got our bricks.
We did get our bricks.
We
Everybody.
had a great night at Paramount.
Great
Mike
news.
was there. Great
Turns
news.
out you don't have to sell it out to get the brick.
Well,
guys were awesome.
You have to sell more than 100.
What a fun night. That was
We
really
had a
fun
great
show.
night.
Fantastic night.
We'll talk about it when we come back.
Yes, we will, everybody. RobertKellyLive.com for all his dates. Riot Comedy Fest in Houston, Thursday, April 4th. Mothership in Austin, Texas. And LOL in San Antonio, April 11th through the 13th. Lafayette, Boston, Sarasota, all on deck for tickets and tour dates. Again, RobertKellyLive.com. Mike Finoia is going to be at Vermont Comedy Club this weekend, everybody. Thursday through Saturday. For tickets and all tour dates for Mike, go to MikeFinoia.com. I'm in Vegas this weekend.
Big J, you're in Vegas at Wise Guys. Brand new club. Awesome club.
Yeah, the new one, yeah.
Can't wait. You're going to be there this weekend. And then you're going to be in Jacksonville, Virginia Beach, and San Diego.
San Diego. Mikey's going to be with me in San Diego.
What
Can't
club
wait.
in San Diego?
American Comedy Club.
Nice. All right,
I
great.
love that room.
With the secret wall.
Yeah, so cool.
For tickets and all other tour dates, go to bigjcomedy.com and check out his special on YouTube right now, Dog Belly.
Hey, everybody, thanks for listening. That was just a portion of our actual Sirius XM radio show.
If you want the whole thing, go to SiriusXM.com/bonfire for a special offer.
That's right. And go to BigJComedy.com and RobertKellyLive.com to check out our stand-up dates coming to a city near you. Crackle, crackle.